Indo-European peoples are Anglo peoples or white peoples, people of the Caucasian race, and they originated back 6,000 years ago with Adam and Eve. You know the story in the Holy Bible with Adam and Eve and their three sons. It was a divine act of God that God took and created three distinct races from the very beginning of time: white, black, and brown. And as the if you go back into the Holy Bible and you see that Seth was the father of all of the Semitic peoples. Your Semitic peoples are your brown-skinned peoples, and Ham was the father of all your Negro peoples, your black-skinned peoples, and Cain, not Ham, excuse me, Cain was the father of all the black-skinned peoples. And as you remember, Cain murdered Abel, and Abel was white. So there was three brothers, and it was interesting because the black Cain killed white Abel, and God cast Cain out the land, and it was the brown-skinned Semitic Seth who began the bloodline of the Jews, and this was the first Jew, Seth, the son of Adam. It goes all the way back, and it was through this bloodline of the Jews that brought about Jesus Christ eventually. And if you take 2,000 years, there was a 2,000 year period between Adam and Eve and Noah. And you know the story of Noah. He had three sons, and one was white, one was black, and one was brown. That's the only explanation for the three races of the earth, unless you want to believe man somehow evolved from monkeys. I don't like that theory because I don't believe that that's possible. Otherwise, the monkeys in the zoos would be turning into humans, and there would be billions and billions of bones laying all over the place, showing the transition between monkeys to man, and there's no bones to show it. So, um, you know the story of Noah. He had three sons. One of them was Japheth, and one of them was Ham, and one of them was Shem. So Noah had three sons, and this was the pattern God created. Three sons, three races. He did this twice in history with Noah and with Adam and Eve. But at the great flood with Noah, where he took all the animals and put them on the boats and put the three races of the earth on the boat, his sons, and God destroyed the whole earth. You know the story. And when the floods receded and Noah landed his boat, and the sons got out and all the animals, and they built a tower called Babel. They all came together in one, and they built a tower called the Tower of Babel. And God struck this tower down, saying, "Your multiculturalism is evil. I send you into your own lands. I send you white people. I send you Japheth, who is the forefather of all the white people in the world. I send you to Europe." And it was to Europe that the Japheth, the sons of the white people, went to Europe, and God gave Europe to the white people. He also sent the Negroes to Africa, and he sent the Semitic peoples to the east. That's why all of your Orientals and all of your Indians, your migration from the land of Babylon, or which is present day Iraq. This was where man originated at, was in Iraq, the area of Iraq. Well, the migration of the Semitic peoples went to India, went to Asia, then they crossed the ocean, they became the American Indians, the South Americans, and these are your Semitic peoples. And so this is how we know that God separated the races racially and separated them, told them to go off into the earth into their own separate places and create kingdoms. And God furthermore instructed the brown skinned Jews not to interracially marry with other people, and He instructed them to be a society that is ruled by males. And so you see how far we've strayed from God's design and His intention with interracial marriages, with multiculturalism. And you know, every time multiculturalism happens, this creates racism. When you take an all-white European nation, the United States was supposed to be and originated as an all-white nation. And this was God's plan for America, that He gave it to the white people. And so we have to follow God's design in this world, or you're going to end up with racism. Your white nations that are ruled by white men, majority of the people are white. Whenever you inject black people like they did in the slavery days here in America and force them into the white society, it automatically creates racism. Your whites are knocked out of jobs to give it to these colored people, and the white men become filled full of hatred when they see their white women being given over to these Negroes or Mexicans and these other non-whites. So racism is a direct result of man refusing to obey God's command to be racially pure, to live in a nation that is of all one race of people. And until white males in the Western world work together to bring about once again God's plan for an all-white nation, they will be cursed and they will be condemned. They will be punished.